10 team walking into this snake pit of an environment, just trying to get out alive. This will be fun, as we'll see a team that made use of a bye week, the Florida Gators, taking on the 11th-ranked team, the Nebraska Cornhuskers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get to the action on the field. The Cornhuskers will kick this deep to start us off. He'll return it from inside the 5. Coverage team brings down the returner. Listen to the crowd energy here in the early going. This is a tough environment for visitors. Looking to throw it on first down. Running out of time in the pocket. And the ball to the ground. Fumble recovered by the defense, going the other way.
You know, as wide receivers, we get enamored with their size and their speed and their versatility and their ability to make plays after the catch. But none of those things are more important than taking care of the ball. He makes the catch, but he doesn't secure the football, and it's a fumble.
First down play call. How aggressive will it be? It's a shotgun run call. The gain is 4, so it's 2nd and 6. And the Huskers are looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. Tackle behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Loss of 2. Brings up 3rd down.
They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Gets the ball off as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over, and he didn't take a sack.
And it's a fake. It's flipped back to the kicker. He's looking to throw the ball. And the throw, but the holder is caught. Touchdown, Huskers. Strong game by this quarterback. Now some trickery for a touchdown, and Kirk, that defense just caught completely flat-footed that time.
Well, it's because it was a perfect call at the right time by this head coach and the special teams coordinator, and your opponent was clearly not prepared for that fake at all. That's an exciting way to score this touchdown.
Mistake by the kicker, and the offense will set up now at the 40. Offense showing a bunch formation now. Gonna run it. It's Smith. Nice run. He's brought down to the 44.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here. Keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
Play action fake, looking to throw. Catch made on the left side. They bring him down, but the gain moves the ball into enemy territory at the 43. See what the call is on 1st and 10. Off the play fake, looking to throw. On the run here, lets it go. Caught quickly. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
important second down play coming up. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. Trying to extend the play. Junior steps up and makes an impact play.
Well, the offense tries to go with the play action to slow this defense down, but they weren't buying it. They applied the pressure, came up with the sack.
And the crowd coming to life here, trying to help this defense down in the red zone. And he'll drop back here on third down. Oh, it's picked off. What a play. Going the other way, can they catch him? Past the 50. Inside the 30. The 10. Touchdown, Nebraska. Wow, what a play. A defensive score. For the takeaway and the touchdown, that is just a dream play. Any defender could.
Well, let's start with the interception. I just love the fact that he got his eyes turned around, found the football, and then has the athletic ability to be able to secure it. Then he goes back to high school running back days and shows what he can do with the ball in his hands and takes it all the way back for a touchdown. Beautiful thing.
With the extra point, the lead is 14. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. And here's the fair catch by the return man. And the Florida offense retakes the field. They're trying to recover from that last possession. They had things going, but then a pick six, a devastating play. They got to recover from that right now. Breaking free at the 35. Breaks clear, end zone ahead. Past the 10. Touchdown, Gators. Made the defense look slow that time.
What a touchdown. Anytime you see a play go for that many yards, everything has to come together. The offensive line did their job, the running back's vision and instincts and speed, and the play caller setting up the perfect personnel group, formation, and play call. It all came together, and they get the big score.
He'll call for the fair catch here. And Nebraska's offense is back out on the field. They were able to punch it in the end zone last time, looking to do the same thing here to see if the defense can make adjustments. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Caught near the sticks. It's Nicholson. Tackle is made, but the junior quarterback shows off his arm strength that time.
Quarterback sees that this defense is dropping way back in zone coverage, so he does the right thing. Gets it underneath to that drag route and picks up a first down.
Slides to avoid the big hit.
Not exactly the outcome this offense was hoping for here on the option. I'll give them credit. They didn't lose anything, so it wasn't a negative play. But this kind of play's got to be able to hit big and get down the sidelines for big yards.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. The offense with some pre-snap eye candy. Snags a quick throw. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
The offense facing a tough conversion here. 3rd and long from the 42. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. And the ball is hauled in. Brought down to the 47, and that will move the sticks.
That's a great feeling when your quarterback can make a throw that keeps the drive alive. Not as good as a touchdown, but it's a lot better than having to trot over to the sideline, waiting for your turn to get another chance.
Lets it go quickly. He pulls it in for a big gain. They could not stop him. He's in. Touchdown, Cornhuskers.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
So they'll try to add the lead now with the PAT. With the extra point, the lead is 14. Getting set to kick the ball off now. Offense begins at the 40 after that penalty. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Launching it. Grab down the middle. It's Smith. It's a fumble. Now the defense has got it going the other way.
That's a great play by the defender who forced the fumble, but let's also recognize the heads-up play from the guy who recovered it. They're in the right place at just the right time.
First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? The linebacker shifting around now. Pre-snap motion from the offense. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. And the tackle is made after a 4-yard gain, so 2nd and 6.
You know, in the RPO game, the quarterback's got to make really sound decisions on that read. Either give it when it's the right time or you pull it out and make the throw. Here, I think he's kind of in that gray area, decides to hand it off and at least picked up some positive yards.
Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. Quick throw, catch made on the out route. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
The key on a 3rd down between the quarterback and the wide receiver is the timing. That quarterback knows that he's got to get the ball out quickly and on time to give his receiver a chance to not just make the catch and stay in bounds, but to be able to give him a chance to maybe get upfield and make a play.
The Huskers are going to cash in here in the red zone. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. Defense makes the tackle with the clock running. That'll probably be the final play of this first quarter.
That's the end of the first quarter. Nebraska 21-7.
Offense getting set for a 2nd down here to begin the quarter. They'll try the option play here. And they'll tackle him for a loss of 5 yards.
Brings up 3rd down.
So here we go. 3rd down in the red zone. The kind of play that decides football games. Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. Makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Huskers.
Well, that's a thing of beauty right there. Good job all around. Offensive line gave the quarterback enough time. Quarterback puts it right on the money. And with this receiver running a route like this, makes it pretty simple. All you have to do is get his head turned around, catch that football. He's already in the end zone for the touchdown.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. Extra point is good. It's a 3-touchdown lead now, 28-7. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback. They'll start at the 25. Is back out on the field now. Last possession, they fumbled it away, and it set up a touchdown drive. Can they bounce back from that right away? Some confusion on the snap count. A false start cost him 5 yards. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Off the play fake, looking to throw. He bought some time, now lets it go. It's a quick grab. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks more than enough for a first down.
I really like the throw here, Chris, but the fake off the play action was just as effective. You saw the second-level defenders freeze for a split second, and that helps open those passing windows.
Tackled up near midfield at the 48.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
And he's brought down, but not before he gets first down yardage.
Well, Chris, you think about over the years with the Gators and their offense, it's always about Steve Spurrier and spreading it out and fun and gun and attacking downfield. But I think these great Gator teams, they have an ability to do what we just saw right here. Pick up a first down on the ground, relying on an offensive line and their running back.
They make the tackle, but that's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 34.
Nothing better than an offense on first down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of it.
On first and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Short connection to the tight end here. And he's tackled, but only after picking up a first down.
Chris, how about the offensive balance these last couple of plays we're seeing from these guys? Not only are they balanced, but the explosiveness. A big run followed up by a big play through the air, and puts a lot of pressure on this defense.
And they'll try to pick it up on the ground. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
They bring the heat, and the blitz works. They've got him.
Great job here on this sack by this linebacker from Nebraska, living up to the lofty expectations of what you think when you think about Nebraska and linebacker play. Not just stuffing the run, but the ability to pressure the quarterback. They've had some great ones over the years.
Now it's third and short from the 24. One of those line of scrimmage battles that could help decide this game. He's got it for a big gain. And they stop him just short of the end zone. The offense set up with a first and goal now.
What a great route here by this tight end on third down. And the quarterback does a smart thing by looking for the big fella. Who's your best friend on third down? Of course, the tight end. And now we've got first and goal.
Moving the receiver around pre-snap. A pop pass on the jet sweep. And the defense brings him down.
Boy, I'm a big fan of that jet sweep motion like that. It really forces the defense to stretch them out horizontally and can create some vertical seams for this offense. They got some positive yards, didn't quite get the first down, but I'll tell you what they've done. Planted a seed on this defense that they better defend this style of play moving forward.
Coming up, second down and goal. On the ground, trying to muscle it across the line. They stop him again. Back-to-back plays go nowhere here on the goal line.
They're getting closer, but they're obviously thinking that this is four-down territory. At this point in the game, trailing the way they are, they've got to come up with a play to put this ball into the end zone.
Here's a run call on third and goal. Fights his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Florida.
But when you have a big physical offensive line, you can wait to third and goal and rely on them and the running back to get you a touchdown.
The extra point is good. Still a 2-touchdown deficit, 28-14. Now they get set to kick it away.
Nebraska 28, Florida 14.
He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. First down here, the offense has time for one more play before the 2-minute warning. he's brought down, but there is a flag on the field. Let's check out this call. Costly holding penalty there. Backs him up 10 yards. First down here. Time for one more play before the clock stops for the 2-minute warning. It's the 2-minute warning. We've got a blowout developing here before halftime. Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. Toss play to the outside. Tackle made after just a short gain.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on first down.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. Makes a quick catch. Tackle finally made. That's a very solid gain, but not close to first down yardage yet. Timeout is called to talk strategy late in this close game with halftime approaching. So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. Third and long. They'll change the pre-snap look now. On third down, he drops to throw. Catch made over the middle. They bring him down, but the drive has now reached the 35. They bring him down, but the junior quarterback showing off the cannon. On first and 10, looking to throw. Fires it to the wideout. And this is dropped. Would have been a huge gain, but he could not collect it.
What a hit there by the defender. Tough for the receiver to hold on to the football when he has that kind of contact. Good, clean play by the defense.
Here's the second down play. Tight end goes in motion before the snap. Looking to pass here on second down. It's a short completion to the big tight end. The pickup is 9. That's what they're looking for. Sets up a 3rd and 1 now.
Well, here the defense decided to sit back and play zone, and that front didn't do a good job of pressuring the quarterback. He had the time to make the throw, and he put it on target.
Offense looking to keep the drive going here. 3rd and short now from the 44. Can they pick up the first on the ground? Brought down, but it's past the line to gain. The offense will take their first time out of the half to talk strategy here.
Nice first down run here by this running back. And these are the kind of situations on 3rd and short that you can gain a lot of momentum, or it can kill a drive and kill the confidence of an offense. Here they pick up the nice first down, which is great, new set of downs, but it also gives you a lot of confidence that you can wear that defense down psychologically.
The Cornhuskers with 1st and 10 here. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up the throw. Makes a quick grab. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play. The Cornhuskers come to the line in the hurry up. Motion by the back. Defense better adjust. First down. Looking to throw the football. And the pass is intercepted as he throws into double coverage that time. And he's wrapped up after a solid return.
What a great job here by the safety to anticipate where the quarterback was going to go with the football. That gave him enough time to be able to get over and break on the football in time for the interception.
So the offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. Caught quickly. A big game before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Well, of all the receivers to lose track of, it's this guy, one of the best receivers in the entire country. Lucky that wasn't the score.
On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. He'll take a deep shot here. Caught way downfield for a huge gain. And he takes it all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Gators.
Love to watch this quarterback go out and execute in this kind of situation. He's doing a great job of ignoring the scoreboard and feeling a sense of pressure to have to play with more urgency. Right now, he's executing. We're only in the second quarter. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. And he stopped at the 18. Returner trying to make a play, but a touchback would have been a better idea. Time running down, just one play left here in the half. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff. And he'll be brought down, and that will wrap up the first half of play. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away.
Number 14, set to kick off.
He'll bring it out from his end zone. And he'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line. Good job by the coverage team.
Will take over. 1st and 10.
Nebraska's offense is back out on the field. First play of the second half, they keep it on the ground. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What's an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well do you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
He's running out of time here. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
So a tricky situation here. 3rd and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. And it's complete downfield. He goes down after a solid gain on the play. That's enough for a fresh set of downs for this offense.
Well, this quarterback is on flat foot. Here they are working with the lead in the second half. Get to a third down. You got to throw the football. This is where you trust the quarterback to make a good decision, an accurate throw. He does it. You convert, and you keep working that clock.
Oh, look at the quick cut. Finally out of bounds after a solid gain, but there is a flag on the field. So let's check this out. First down here for this offense. Here's that defense shifting again. Here's the handoff. That's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 29.
I think this defense keeps thinking about them throwing the football, and by doing that, they're opening up running lanes. Good positive yards there by the running back.
Second down after that previous play. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. He's got it on the left side for a big gain. Out of bounds, but not before a big gain. This offense is ripping the defense apart today.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. Let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big gain.
And the Huskers churn out another first down. Here's the toss play. Runner heads outside. A solid 8-yard gain brings up a 2nd and 2.
I know the toss play begins with a guy taking the snap, he turns it around, he flips it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is can they set the edge as an offense? Whether it's an offensive tackle, a tight end in that same direction to where they want to run the ball. Because if they can do that, you get the result that you want just like this. If you don't, oftentimes the play is blown up right at the line of scrimmage.
Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play. The tackle is made, but the junior quarterback shows off his arm strength that time.
It's really good timing here between the quarterback and the receiver. And how about the receiver downfield? Does a nice job of finding that open space in the zone of the defense. And as a defense, you're just basically throwing your hands up in the air because they had that covered relatively well. Just a good play call and good execution.
On first down, it's play action. Moves to his left now, escaping the pocket. He'll try a pass here. And it's a touchdown, but there is a marker on the field. So the quarterback lost track of where he was. He was all the way beyond the line of scrimmage before throwing that pass. Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. Movement at the second level of the defense now. They'll look to throw it here on 2nd down. Caught in the flat by the running back. The defense all over it. They stop him right at the line.
I can see what the quarterback's trying to do here, Chris, and he gets the completion, but just no gain. There's just no room to go after the catch.
Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. Intercepted in the end zone. And he'll be taken down, but after a good return.
What a play by the defense. Really, the only way they can get back into this game is to create a turnover. They get an interception, and they're in business.
And the Gators offense retakes the field. Great possession last time. They punch it into the end zone. Can the defense come up with a stop this time? That wasn't alert enough. Didn't get the play off. That'll cost him 5 yards. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. And this crowd coming to life here, trying to help the defense get a stop with the offense pinned back. They'll run it to the right side. Breaks loose at the 15. Oh, and nothing but green grass ahead. He's at the 50. He's past the 30. Inside the 10. They're not going to get him. He's in. Touchdown, Florida.
Chris, you don't see this kind of play very often. That is coast to coast. This guy, with the speed that he has, when you get him into the open field, we know how dangerous he is. But it started at the line of scrimmage. Great blocks up front, initially to free him up, and then the rest is all about that speed.
Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. And the return starts just inside the end zone. He's tackled at the 10. Not good field position to start the drive. Here comes the Nebraska offense back out on the field. They had it going on the last drive, but it ended abruptly with the interception. Let's see what they can do here. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. The junior quarterback fortunate to avoid the turnover there.
Boy, his quarterback is living on the edge. Remember, he threw an interception on the last drive. Thought he might learn from that. Instead, he throws the ball right back into coverage. I thought he threw another pick. He better change the way he's playing the game or he's going to cost his team a game.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. And he's going to fire this one deep down the middle. And the pass is dropped incomplete. Would have had a huge gain. Took his eye off the ball. Well, it's been tough so far to get this drive going. Now they face 3rd and 10 from inside their own 20. What's the call going to be? Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Dumps it down to the back. Clock. Tackle made, but he gets the ball out across the 20-yard line. Good game.
Really nice job here by the quarterback. He sells it looking downfield, knowing he wants to hit his running back on the angle route. Effective play to move these chains.
The Huskers getting set on 1st and 10. Handoff here from the shotgun. They'll tackle him at the 27.
Great offenses are able to stay ahead of the chains, and runs like that on 1st down are exactly what I'm talking about. Now you have a lot that you can call here on this 2nd down.
Getting set. Here's 2nd down. QB decides to keep it here. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Oh, my gosh. Give this defense all the credit in the world. They had their eyes in the right position, playing assignment football. Quarterback just looking for daylight. Couldn't find anywhere to go there on the keeper on the option. Again, that's great assignment football by the defense.
Offense facing a 3rd and long from the 25. What's the call going to be? Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. They bring him down, but the junior quarterback showing off the cannon.
Well, it's 3rd down. The defense knows he's going to get the ball. You still can't stop the quarterback finding this receiver to be able to pick up another 1st down for this offense.
The Cornhuskers are on the move here. And looking to throw now on 1st down. Hit as he released it. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on 1st down.
Man, you got to love this if you're defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time they got to him and forced that incompletion.
Second down after the incompletion. From the shotgun, drops back. Looking for a deep completion. Wow, a 3rd pick tonight by the QB. And he's got some open field ahead. Across the 40. Finally steps out of bounds after a long return. What a play by the defense.
Chris, that's back-to-back drives now that this offense has thrown interceptions. They've got to be able to regroup on the sideline, adjust their schemes, maybe their personnel groupings and formations, try to find a new way to attack, because right now, this isn't working.
And it's incomplete even on a 1st down throw. He was under some heavy pressure.
Some players just have a real knack for timing their jump, and that defender was able to get a big paw on the ball and bat it away.
They're going to run it. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. That was that excellent linebacker with a clear path, just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backup.
They moved the ball into good position, but now it's 3rd and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the ball. That's a big 3rd down defensive play.
The quarterback did all he could here to wait until the last possible moment, but he waits just a hair too long, which allows the defense to actually hit him as he throws the ball.
Field goal try, no good. And in the 3rd quarter, this game remains tied.
Boy, this guy's usually more reliable than this. I thought that was going to be an easy field goal and 3 points, but instead, he misses, so you walk away with nothing.
And one final play before the end of the quarter. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Running past the 45. They finally make the tackle, but that's a huge chunk play to wrap up this 3rd quarter. So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. Here comes a first down pass attempt. And he lofts it toward the sideline. Downfield shot falls incomplete. Couldn't quite connect there. The Cornhuskers will hustle to the line to crank the tempo.
You know, I like the quarterback's patience here, and instead of trying to force the issue and squeeze the ball into coverage, he just decides to just basically throw it away and live for the next down.
Second down, we're going to throw it. Checks this down to the running back. And they wrap him up after the completion, just short of the first down marker.
Now the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
Important yardage needed on third down here. A field goal try would be from 52. Looking to throw yet again. Lets it fly out of the wideout. Catch is made down the middle. And the Huskers begin a new series here, 1st and 10.
Yankee Blue, razor, Jackrabbit, belly stunner, gorilla, lion.
And here's the handoff. They got him, but not before a solid gain on the ground there.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice solid gain.
So here comes second down now. Every play important down here in the red zone.
4-2 Spider.
Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Touchdown, Nebraska. And they take the lead in the fourth quarter. That's another passing strike from his quarterback. He is having himself a tremendous ball game.
Boy, this guy just can't miss. Every single time he throws, it seems like he's coming up with another touchdown. The receivers are running good routes. He has enough time to throw. Man, this poor defense, they might want to think about changing up coverage because right now it is not working.
PAT is up and good. The lead by a touchdown here in the fourth quarter. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. And that kick will just bound into the end zone for a touchback. And the Florida offense retakes the field. First down, looking to throw the ball. He'll take a deep shot. That deep shot is caught for a big gain. And a huge gain across midfield, all the way to the 40-yard line.
Well, this is what you would call a three-down back. Running backs that can run between the tackles, they can get outside, and they can also catch the ball out of the backfield. Here they have the benefit of having one of those kind of backs that can not just catch the ball, but once he gets his hands on the ball, he's got enough wiggle and speed to be able to get after a defense.
They continue to march toward a game-tying touchdown. It's 1st and 10. Defense trying to jam these receivers at the line. Looking to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Gators. Well, the call was sort of predictable, Kirk, but that tight end is just so tough to stop down here in the red zone.
Listen, speaking on behalf of all quarterbacks, you get down into the red zone, you're looking for that big target that you can trust. He's going to run a good route, and he's got a big wingspan to allow you to make a throw up into the air. He can go up and make a catch over most defenders. Really good execution. They come up with 6.
He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. Tackling at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. And Nebraska's offense is back out on the field. The last possession, they really had the passing game clicking, moving right down the field for a touchdown. Looking to throw it on first down. And he'll fling this one deep down the middle. And the pass is dropped. Would have been a big gain, but he couldn't hold on.
Chris, I thought he had his hands on that football. I thought he was going to come down with it. But give the defense all the credit with a big hit to knock that ball loose.
He's back to throw again on 2nd and 10. Snags a quick throw. And the defense swarms not much of a gain on that completion.
Hey, they get some positive yards here. But just from sitting up here looking down, Chris, you kind of have a sense that they wanted a little bit more on that play.
Crucial 3rd down play after that completion. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Looking to make a play deep downfield. And it's incomplete. They let it fly on 3rd down, but now it brings up 4th.
But Chris, the offense takes a shot downfield, and this defender does a great job of making a play on the ball. Not only that, he tips that ball up into the air. Good chance for the defense to come up with an interception there.
So tie game, 4th quarter. They're going to go for it on this 4th down. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. Receiver in motion now. 4th down. He's throwing for it. And he finds his target. He has the first. And he goes down right there. That's more than enough for a first down.
Well, Chris, here's an example of what we always talk about. On 4th down, the receiver's got to run a route beyond the sticks. Great awareness to know exactly where he is. Quarterback makes the throw. Receiver gets hit, but he's beyond the sticks for the first down.
The Huskers starting a new series here on 1st and 10. And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. And they try the middle, but stuck for no gain.
No gain on the play. 2nd down.
What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? Here's the snap, looking to throw. And he lofts it toward the left sideline. The catch is made. Get the foot down to rule it a catch, a big gainer.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
So the challenge doesn't work. That'll cost the head coach a timeout. We'll see if that comes into play later in the ballgame. The Cornhuskers moving quickly down the field here. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Caught by the back behind the line of scrimmage. Tackle made after the completion.
Well, they get positive yards here, but you have a sense that they wanted a little bit more with that pitch and catch.
Defense spends their 2nd timeout to try to regroup. Pass caught, 2nd down now. Quarterback making some changes at the line. A pop pass on the jet sweep. There's a loss after the completion. That's a good play by the defense.
This is a great job of being prepared by this defense, almost anticipating this play. They're in position to bring him down for a loss.
And that's the 2-minute warning here as we set up for a close, dramatic finish to this one. Important 3rd down play coming up. This would be a 56-yard attempt if they don't gain anything. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Can't get it away. The defense has got him. What a huge stop at this stage of the game.
On the play. Coming up, 4th down.
The Cornhuskers will line up to punt it away.
In punt formation to kick it away.
They'll kick it away here. Returner tackle right there. That's where they'll start the drive. Is back out on the field now. Your worst case scenario, go to overtime, but can they make something happen here? Try to win it in regulation. Let's see. They've got him, but not before he makes a first down at the 41.
It was a nice job up front by the offensive line, but give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he's able to get downfield for the first down.
First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Heading left after the handoff. He's brought down out at the 46.
This is a good, solid game. 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
The game makes it second and medium. Off play action. He's looking to throw. He lets it go on the move. Catch made on the right side. That's a big gain. They bring him down, but not before an explosive play through this offense through the air. And the offense will spend a timeout to stop the clock. 21 seconds remaining. And here comes the noise. This crowd is trying to inspire this defense to make a big red zone stop. Snapping it from the red zone now, looking to throw. That's incomplete. Even on a first down pass attempt, he felt heavy pressure. Incomplete, so it's second down and 10. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. It's incomplete. That was caused by the defensive pressure, and now it brings up third down.
Well, this is it. Late in the game, really tight situation. This is what separates a good quarterback from a great quarterback. Can he come up with the play to keep this drive alive?
This was a promising drive, but back-to-back incompletions makes it third and 10. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. And the pass is incomplete just across the goal line. So on fourth down, here comes a crucial field goal attempt. And the defense steps in here to call time with 12 seconds left on the clock. And they will trot out the field goal team here. And here we go, a chance to take the lead in the final seconds. Oh, and it's blocked. Somebody got a hand on it. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Here's the snap. Looking to throw here. And here comes a deep shot. And it's incomplete with just 1 second remaining on the clock. Defense setting up for a passing down now with 7 DBs on the field. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. And throwing again on 2nd and 10. Pressure is coming. Wow, back-to-back deep shots. Oh, it's intercepted. A critical late mistake here. And a great play. That's the final play of regulation. Overtime coming up.
That's the end of regulation with the score all time.
So 1st and 10, our first play of overtime. Quick throw caught on the left side. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
Well, anytime an offensive coordinator calls a wide receiver screen, he's trying to get offensive linemen out in front of the receiver to create a wall so that receiver can pick a lane to run through. How about the defense here, though? That's called team pursuit and swarming to the football. They didn't give him any lanes, so not much yards downfield for the receiver.
Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. He makes the grab. And he'll go down after a nice pickup on the play. That'll be a 1st down.
That's a nice completion to the sideline with great timing. The connection between the receiver and the quarterback was on full display to be able to get that 1st down.
They're moving the receiver now before the snap. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. And they finally stop him, but a decent gain that time.
Man, that jet sweep action puts so much pressure on a defense. You get so locked in on the ball attacking you downhill. But when offenses sprinkle this kind of offense in, it stretches this defense out wide and can create some vertical seams for big plays.
Tackled way behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose 7 yards.
What a great job there by the defense, reading that play, pursuing to the football. Nice loss of yardage there on 2nd goal, and now it's 3rd and goal for the offense.
Let's see what the call is on this critical 3rd and goal as he try to punch it in overtime. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. Tight end goes in motion. 3rd and goal, looking to throw for it. Trying for a pick 6 to win the game. Look out, he's got some space. A takeaway, and that will seal the victory.
Oh, no. Oh, that is a tough decision by this quarterback. What a mistake. And now it's simply the kicking game. This defense better come out and be ready either to get a turnover or push this line of scrimmage back as far as they can.
So this defense now needs to come up with something special to make a play to stay in this game in OT. They'll hand it off. And a decent gain there before the defense brings him down.
I like that you trust your running back and you're still trying to run the football. But you got to be careful. You get into overtime, this defense is thinking not just stop this runner, but try to rip that ball out as well.
They'll try to pick up the yardage on the ground. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing...
And he's in there. Touchdown to win this game in overtime. Wow.
That's what I love about this running back is he's so dangerous after the catch. You know, you look at him and you think about the ability to run between tackles or even bounce it outside, and that's great. But what makes him really one of the more dangerous backs in the country is this right here. Catch the ball to the backfield, make people miss, and take it into the end zone.
In these overtime games, Kurt, it just comes down to execution in the moment. Who can make one more big play? They did it. They come up with a signature W.
Yeah, you're right, Chris. I think this likely will end up being one of the best games, not only for them, but maybe in all of college football for the season. To me, it felt like an instant classic and one that fans should remember for a long time.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.